Hello everyone, welcome to Crochet Chronicles. I'm Aishwarya and I go by the name Crochet Chronicles on Instagram. Today, in this video, we will be discussing everything that you need if you want to start crocheting as an absolute beginner. I get asked a lot that what kind of hook does one need or what kind of yarn should one purchase if they want to start crocheting. And there are so many different varieties and sizes available both online and offline that it can be a bit confusing. The list is not very long. You just need four simple items if you want to start your crochet journey. So don't you worry and let's get started. The first thing that you require is yarn. As a beginner, I would recommend that you use acrylic yarn. Now, how do you identify whether a yarn is acrylic or not? It's very simple. Each yarn label has the material mentioned on the label. It says premium acrylic yarn. Even if your yarn doesn't say the word premium, that's okay. You just need 100% acrylic yarn. Like this one, if you see, it again says over here 100% acrylic yarn. We use acrylic yarn because it is very versatile. You can use it to make coasters, bags, scrunchies, amigurumis. It's also a great choice for a beginner because it glides on your hook very easily and it's easier to make stitches. And as a beginner, it is necessary that you're able to see your stitches as you make them. So acrylic, I feel, is the best option. Now, this piece of paper which is wrapped around your yarn is known as the yarn label. The first thing which it says over here is for medium. Now, this means yarn weight. Weight means the thickness of your yarn strand. For a beginner, this particular weight size is perfect to work with. Now, the next symbol that we have over here, if you look closely, these are two needles, two knitting needles, which indicates that this yarn can also be used for knitting. But this doesn't concern us. The next symbol over here, if you look closely, it shows a crochet hook. This means that this yarn can be used to crochet anything. And more importantly, it mentions the size of the hook that is compatible with this yarn, which over here it mentions 4.5 to 5.5 mm. And why is this important? So that your stitches are neat and they're equally spaced and your project comes out in the right shape. Now, the two brands that I use a lot are Hobby Store by Magic Needles and Ganga Desire. I think these are the best options available in India if you are a beginner. They are very soft and they are easy to work with, and they come in a number of different beautiful shades. Secondly, we will require crochet hooks. Now, we crochet using these hooks. These are different from knitting needles and they come in a lot of different types and sizes. But as a beginner, you do not require all of them. They come in very large sizes like this one, which are used to make blankets or teddy bears or cuddly scarves. And then there are these which are very fine and they are used to make laces and other intricate designs. A crochet hook, if you look closely, this is the handle of the crochet hook. This is known as the grip. This is the shaft. This is the throat, and this is the head of your crochet hook. And each crochet hook has a size that is mentioned on it. This is the size of the crochet hook. So, for example, if it mentions over here 7.0 mm, this is a crochet hook of 7th size. Now, as a beginner, which size do you need among all of these? I would recommend using a 4.5 mm hook. It mentions over here 4.5 mm. And as you can see, the color of this hook has faded from here, which indicates that this is my most used and preferred hook. This hook size is neither too big nor too small and therefore can be used to make a lot of different projects, and it works very well with acrylic yarn. Like I mentioned before, it is very important to make sure that your yarn and your hook are compatible. Now, how do we check that? This mentions over here 4.5 to 5.5 mm crochet hook. That means that you can use any crochet hook which is between this range, and therefore I have recommended that you use a 4.5 mm hook while working with this weight for acrylic yarn. Now, crochet hooks come in a number of different materials and in different types. There are ones which have a grip like this one, and then there are others who don't have a grip like these. There are some which have a steel body, others have an aluminum body, and there are some which have a plastic body. As a beginner, I had started with one of these, a plastic hook with no grip, and I found this very difficult to work with due to a lack of a grip, and therefore I soon switched to this one which has a grip. So I would recommend that you use a 4.5 mm crochet hook which has a steel body and a grip. This makes sure that it's easier to hold and the yarn glides easily on your hook. Thirdly, you will require darning needles. And in simple terms, these are needles which have a big eye so that your yarn can pass through them easily. These usually come in two types, a metal needle and a plastic needle. And you can use any one which you're comfortable with. I usually use a metal needle because these are easily available in craft stores and local shops. And they also provide a neater finish because they glide through your stitches easily. Lastly, you will require a pair of scissors, and I would recommend that you set aside a pair separately for your crochet work so that it's always sharp enough to cut your yarn and it leaves behind neat edges. Let's recap everything that you need. First up, we'll require acrylic yarn of weight 4. Then a 4.5 mm crochet hook with a handle, a darning needle of your choice, and a pair of sharp scissors. So that's all that you need. Thank you for tuning in. And if you have any other queries, please feel free to ask me in the comments. Here's hoping you found the video helpful. And if you did, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any suggestion, please let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to address it. So get your supplies ready and I'll see you soon. Bye.